Hi, I'm Aaron Chalmers and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Okay, so John Fury, the father of Tyson, Tommy and others, has stated how if Tommy does not knock out Jake Paul, he will be retiring Tommy immediately after the fight. And this is what John Fury had to say. If Tommy can't knock Jake Paul out, I'll retire Tommy from boxing straight after. Tommy can punch as hard as a heavyweight, but can we actually get Jake in the ring? If Tommy does not dismantle him, I'll retire him then and there. And I mean that. John Fury's statement. Now, firstly, Tommy hasn't had a knockout win in nearly 2 years. It was February of last year since he last had a knockout win, and that was a guy with 0 wins and 9 defeats. But yet Tommy punches as hard as a heavyweight. Yeah, he's gone the distance with YouTubers and non-professional boxers since then. So how's he really going to be knocking out Jake Paul? Now, I'm not saying he can't, I'm not saying he won't. But what I'm saying is the record will tell us he probably ain't going to. There again, you never know. Now, can this fight happen? To be honest, I don't know. Apparently, those who are representing Tommy Fury, this Global Titans platform, Jake Paul didn't want to work with them because apparently they weren't paying fighters or weren't paying them on time. Quite what's happened with that, I have no idea. And what the involvement of Frank Warren is, again, no idea. So your guess is as good as mine. But of course, Tommy, he can't go to America and take on Jake Paul. Jake Paul has to come to the UK or they find a neutral ground. Does Tommy really want the fight? Well, he's pulled out of it twice. We can call that whatever we want to call it. All right. But the fact remains, Tommy is not a professional boxer. Not really. Most people wouldn't give him too much of a chance even fighting for an area title. But you know what? He seems to be caught onto this whole YouTube thing. So that would probably tell you where his level is. And if you're a professional boxer, allegedly one, and you've got YouTubers, more than one, calling you out, that tells you that they look at you as not very good. That's reality, isn't it? Now, as far as Tommy not knocking out Jake Paul, listen, it wouldn't surprise me if Tommy wins that fight and not by knockout. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But for John Fury to retire Tommy, I mean, who are you to retire Tommy? The only person who can retire Tommy is Tommy. He's the one with the license. You know, he doesn't live with you. You may well be his parent, but you can't retire him. You can't tell him you're not fighting no more. He can do whatever the hell he likes to do. He's a grown man, right? But listen, at the end of the day, who knows? I mean, maybe John's got a lot of influence on him. And at the end of the day, maybe Tommy's ability is down to the fact that John's not a very good trainer himself. It could be that. It could be. But there again, this is still the baby stages, the infancy of Tommy's alleged pro boxing career. Maybe in time he'll go on and do some great things, and hopefully he does, right? Hopefully he does. Again, I remember when Tyson Fury turned pro. I remember a good dozen of those fights. Many people were mocking him, laughing at him. He can't punch. He looks awkward. He's never going to amount to anything. Well, look at him now. So while it's never, you can never really say nobody's never going to do anything because you just don't know. You don't know. But for Tommy, it is unlikely. With Tyson, it's a little bit different because Tyson, he managed to get out the shadow of his dad, if you like. And of course, went with John's brother in Huey. And of course, went with John's other brother in Peter. And then, of course, since then, went with Ben Davison and now currently Sugar Hill. Basically, he got away from John. Maybe that's what Tommy needs to do if he wants to progress. Maybe. But again, when we're talking about a professional boxer whose only interest in life is talking about a Jake Paul, even though he's pulled out of the fight on 2 occasions, his fault or not, regardless, he has pulled out on 2 occasions, then where's really your ambition? But for him knocking out Jake Paul, I don't know. I think if anybody is going to get knocked out, it's probably going to be Tommy Fury is the one who gets knocked out. I think Tommy spends a little bit more, or maybe too much time trying to look good on the scales on the beach, pump up his muscles a little bit rather than actually boxing. But hey, anyway, we'll have to wait and see if this fight happens. You never know. Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.